So in this last step, I'll show you to make the Gerber files. So these are files that the manufacturers use to actually manufacture the boards. So this is the final version of the PCB. We've got all the text on it. There's text on the top and bottom. So I'll zoom in. So I've put this text on the bottom just to remind us of the pin numbers, so which pins the different buttons are connected to, and so on. I've also added some holes. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to do this in the schematic. I'll just find it on that sheet. So in the library, there's a holes library. Where is it? Holes. So there's different mounting holes. So I've used 3.2. So probably tend to use M3 screws. So the 0.2 is just a bit of extra. They're actually connected to ground, so they've just got this ground connection in. So switch back to the board. So I put the mounting holes on just in case I want to kind of connect a bit of perspex to the PCB or something. I'll screw it down onto some board. So this is a final version of the PCB. And then, we don't just send this Eagle file. We don't just send the board file to the manufacturer because the manufacturer might not use Eagle. It's called the type of file these are called Gerber files. So there's several different files that correspond to the different layers. So we use an Eagle CAM process for doing that. So you press this button here, will launch the CAM processor, and then I've got a file on the VLE that corresponds to a CAM job. So I've put that in the project folder. So this double-sided .cam, this configures a CAM processor to create the relevant Gerber files. So when you've loaded this, you'll see there's these different tabs here for the different files. So we've got our profile. This is outline of the board. So you can see that's selected here. This is layer 20, the dimension layer. So that's this thin white one. So the outline of the board. And that's got this .gko extension. And the top copper. This is obviously the top layer of copper. So that's layer 1 plus the pads and vias. What's on the top. Bottom. Obviously the bottom copper plus pads and vias. Again, so these two are called GTL and GBL for Gerber bottom layer, Gerber top layer. And we've got the top and bottom tilt screen, so that's a T. So the top one is obviously T place and T names. The bottom tilt screen is B place and B names. So these have got GBO and GTO for Gerber top overlay, Gerber bottom overlay. The top solder mask. Because the PCB isn't just burnt copper on top of it, typically you see green PCB or red PCB or whatever. So the red colour is the kind of solder mask, or the green is the solder mask. So where that goes is defined by this T-stop layer. So Gerber top solder mask, and then Gerber bottom solder mask. So bottom solder mask is B-stop. And then we found I've got the drill data. So that's the drill holes and the drills and the holes. So you've got that CAM file is used for processing the Gerber. So you process that job, it'll run, and then now if I navigate to that, so in this folder, we can see there's these are the Gerber files here it's generated. So typically we put these inside of a zip file. So I'm going to put all them. Compress all them. And I'm just going to put that on the desktop. So that's the file you normally send to the manufacturer, but you can check online. There's an online Gerber Viewer. You search, it's come up already. So you can find an online Gerber Viewer and you upload that zip file. It's the agree to the terms and the conditions. So this enables us to check the files, so you can see the different Gerber files appeared here. So GBL, so that's the bottom layer. So you can see that's the kind of bottom copper. The bottom overlay, so that's all the text and things that's going to appear on the bottom of the PCB. The bottom solder mask, so that's basic. So the solder mask essentially covers up the pads, so all the area not covered by this is what ends up being like green or red. KO, that's a mechanical outline, and so on. So top layer. And also there's all the drill holes. So you can see all the Gerber files. These are the things that you need to. These all get combined together for the manufacturer to be able to manufacture your board. So that's essentially the last step now. You've gone through all the design process, you've created the Gerber files, and then that zip file is what you send to the manufacturer, who then also manufacture your boards.